I've got my initial design and I'm looking for P-H-O-T-O in uppercase, lowercase is both fine as far as I'm concerned. Um, but I think what I'm going to do is start with the P because I think I found something that I can work with. Um, Here's the trick though. I just want to emphasize something. Just because I happen to find a P going this way, but maybe this would have been sideways, it still would have worked. You have to kind of look at the image not just the way you see it, but also if you rotated it, if you cropped it, what do you see then? Because, like, for example, if I grab this part, that could be a U or a C if it's done correctly. But let me just grab this. I'm going to go ahead and copy this image, bring it into Photoshop. And when I paste it into Photoshop, you're going to notice in your layers, where are my layers? Oh, they're here somewhere. There they are. Well, that's interesting. Well, this first one, it just puts it in where the guides are, but if I move it around, it doesn't mess with the guides. So I can use this actually to see where to put it. So I've got my guide right there, and that's kind of cool to see that and to see where exactly that's going to fit. That looks great, actually, just like that. And in a second, what I want to do is show you how to take this image and cut out what you want to keep, because all we want to keep is what's inside the square. So I'm going to go ahead and place that P there, and then I'm going to grab my selection tool, the rectangular marquee tool to be specific. I don't want to use a crop tool because if I use a crop tool, it crops the whole image down. I want to just crop down or just this part of the image. So I'm going to come over, and I might zoom in for this, so I'll Apple Plus so I get it really specific. And I'm going to toggle that over the top of this guide. Go ahead and grab that, and now that's selected. And here's the trick. I don't want to get rid of this part. I want to get rid of the rest of the image. So, excuse me. So if I go to Select, Inverse, now the rest of this is grabbed, and I say Edit Cut. Doesn't cut the guides, but it cuts the rest of it. So that's my P. I'll go back and let's grab the H now, and I happen to find this very lovely looking cactus, and you might be looking at this and thinking, where's the H there? Oopsie, I lost it. There it is. And now you're all going to hear the bell during the video. So I'm going to go ahead and click that, copy that image. Let's see if I can find that. Now, first of all, something I want to point out. Look at what happens to my layers when I paste something else in. It makes a new layer of that. It's a beautiful thing. So here's the trick you need to learn. I see an H. It's right here. So I'm going to take this and say Edit, Transform, Rotate, and hold down the Shift key if I want that exactly the way it is upside down. Do you see the H yet? And if I want to, I can go Edit, Transform, Scale, and hold down the Shift key, because if you don't hold down the Shift key, this gets all out of proportion, which is no good. So by doing that, I can make this bigger. And there's my H. Maybe I'll bring it over like this to kind of emphasize more of the H in it, like that. There we go. I think I'm going to bring it over so that that weird root-like thing is not so obvious there. I'm getting more emphasis on that H. And again, I'll do the same thing I did before. So again, I grab this, come on over here, make sure I'm working on the correct layer when I do this. So I select inside the guides, grab that, select, inverse, edit, cut. And there you go. So P, H, gotta do an O. O is gonna be easy, I think. It says T, you know, but I'm gonna keep looking for those things. So I can see a lot of different things that I could potentially use for an O. So I think I'm gonna have no trouble with the O. And nor do I think I'm gonna have trouble with the T. Especially if I want a T that goes down and then over. I think I'm gonna find one pretty quickly, although I haven't found one yet. But I can look for something. You know, I'm kind of curious now that I have that cactus. I don't think it's the best image of a cactus. Like if I typed in, now that I see this, because I just typed in photography, if I typed in cactus, you know, just by doing that, like, oops, like I'm finding, I might find a better image of a cactus that maybe I want to use for the H again. I don't know. I haven't decided just yet what I'm going to do, but I'm still looking for a T. So actually, I don't know. Maybe that could be a T. No, that's not really a T. So looking for a T. I'm going to spend some time with that, but I think you get the idea. So you're spelling out the word photo. Good luck with that for today's exercise.